Welcome to A Glimpse into the Moment. How are you doing today? I am doing pretty good. Today actually was therapy day, and, well, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little tired, but that is okay. Today, I wanted to take some time and talk to you guys about a post that I did on my Instagram page, A Glimpse into the Moment. I posted this just yesterday, 23 hours ago, as of right now. And I have to tell you, I am, well, pretty surprised, pretty saddened by the response. And I guess I just wanted to unpack that with you guys and talk about it a little bit. I am saddened because we are so unable to celebrate other people. We are so unable sometimes to park our me mentality. We are so unable to park our victim mind, our trauma mind, and really truly celebrate other people and the goodness that they are, especially other people of the opposite sex. It is not taboo to celebrate people. It is not taboo to celebrate people of the opposite sex. It's only taboo if you make it that way. It's only a bad thing if you are somehow creating it to be a bad thing. Anyway, here is the post. So again, this is on my A Glimpse into the Moment page, and I really felt like I needed to give a shout out to the men. My page is about domestic abuse, but domestic abuse happens to men and women. Let's say it again. Domestic abuse happens to men and women. It is not a crime that only knows one gender as a victim. So occasionally on my page, I will do posts that are really directed towards the men who listen, the men who are my friends, the men who have amazing conversations with me, the men who are overcoming trauma, the men who are courageous in healing. So this post reads, "To the men who are kind, respectful of others' emotions, hold yourself and others accountable, apologize, laugh, clean up, have courage, are humble, healing, strong, honest, creative, have integrity, ingenuity, face their fears, embrace their scars, love their women with fierce brilliance and loyalty, and honor their children. You are heroes walking among us. Thank you for leading by action." That post had 20 people tagged on it. 20 people who I know are on Instagram every day. And of those 20 people, the people who were tagged on it were men. Men that I've interacted with in one way or another, and had, honestly, I would say probably 16 out of 20, I've actually had pretty in-depth conversations around abuse and healing and trauma, their perspectives, their experiences, my experiences. So I've had in-depth conversations with most of these people, and really not every one of the 20 even liked this post, which I thought was interesting because it's not in any way singling out one person. It is a kind of a greeting card, quote unquote, approach. And I know these people are on Instagram, and I know you can see the tag, right, in your notices, and they like most other things. So it's interesting to me that this post got skirted by them for whatever reason. They get to have their own reasons. That's totally fine. What I find even more interesting about this post is that how few women liked this post. How few women liked this post. I actually find it very shocking. Now, could it be that less women liked the post because they weren't tagged in it and they didn't see it? Yes, that is true. However, other posts of mine that women are not tagged in, they seem to find, and they find it just fine. So I'm not picking on women, or I'm not picking on any one woman. I am just merely raising the question, why? Why did this post that actually has, a good little number of people who liked it and a good little number of people commenting on it, why did it trigger in me, or why did it pull in me such thought? Here is a good reason why. I dropped my glasses. Here is why it really kind of hit me. So I have a comment from a new follower on here. We haven't had conversations, the two of us. So I am not, I don't have a long history to draw from on this person and where they're coming from. But what they say is, wow, thank you. The internet is filled with memes that look like women's empowerment, but which only serve as reinforcements to lack of accountability. This is one of the few times that I've seen someone, especially of the opposite sex, value, encourage, and wish well on men without gender blame. Well, that just kind of hit me upside the head. It literally made my heart feel sad. It did. It made my heart feel very, very sad because I don't have any space in me for any kind of bias. And I woke up this morning and I saw that message, and it resonated. I understood it. And when I woke up this morning and I first saw it, there was such a lopsided number of people who hadn't liked it, that really, quite honestly, had obviously seen that I had tagged them and normally would like my stuff. And I don't care about the likes. It's more the social understanding of what's going on here. That lopsided number of lacking of women, and then the women who did like it, they are extremely healed, confident secure in their relationships, secure in where they are in their life. It was a really interesting thing to me, because it wasn't that long ago that I would have had a difficult time liking this, because I would have led into this, reading this post about men and the goodness that men may possess, can possess, and largely do possess, right? There's a few that this would not apply to, but this is talking about the good men out there. There was a time in my healing process that I wouldn't have been able to like that either. I understand why people can't like that, men and women, right? I understand why people would shy away from this encouraging, positive post about men, simply because when I had my victim mind turned on, when I had just escaped active abuse, everywhere I turned, every interaction was just this tiny micro trauma within me. But reading what this person said, it made me really wake up and think. And I had to address it. Stick with me until after the break. We'll come back. I'll tell you how I answered this person. And we'll kind of, I guess, conclude around where that leaves us, leaves me, leaves this discussion. And I would love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Go to that post, chime in on that post, DM me. I just found it really, really disheartening that we have so many people leading with trauma. Stick with me. I'll be right back. Welcome back to A Glimpse into the Moment. Thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate your resiliency, and you showing up matters. I see you, and I appreciate you. So, to that message this morning, and I had, one kiddo that had to be down to meet her friend for school super early this morning, early 7-something. But I needed to respond to this person who has clearly been watching. They've been watching, and I'm not denying that what they're saying is true because I see that too. Not always, but I do see it. My response was, thank you for that. I follow several accounts who celebrate the hard-working, loving men of the world. I'll share with you if okay. I do understand what you're describing, and I'm glad you were online to see this post. My hurt, my trauma, my life rebuild and therapy, my self-accountability have all created a strong, self-loving woman without a victim mindset, without the need to blame, hate, punish all others for my past. My past, my responsibility to heal. I see too many people stuck in that space of emotional hurt and reaction from trauma because it is freaking hard work to rebuild from trauma. Okay, now that I've gone off on a soapbox of the whys, watching emotionally healthy men live, love, succeed, fail, recover has been the greatest gift of my recovery from domestic abuse. Because it evidences that healthy, unconditional love is possible between people willing to have personal growth driving their journey together. From my eyes, men need to be celebrated just as women need to be from them. And shouting it from the rooftops should be normalized, not taboo. As a mom, if I want to raise healthy men who break free of the learned abuse and go forward to love their wives and raise healthy children, I cannot hate men for what happened to me. I need to have a deeper understanding and healing acceptance of the fact that we're all in this together. And men do amazing things, just like women do. But let's not forget how much men need to hear that, just like women do. So thank you. I added, I also have all my children in therapy to break that learned abuse because it is my responsibility that it all stops with me. Could I blame my ex? Yep. Would it heal us? Nope. So, Nita, heal yourself and get the fuck over it and create an amazing life. Reality check on self. I don't know why it was so vital to me to respond to that comment immediately. We weren't late to school, but it was an absolute must that I dial into their statement, their hurt, their belief, and that I explored it a little bit with my reality, my accountability, my purpose. You see, if we go through life, or I suppose you could say when we go through life, thinking that all people of the other sex, or all people of the same sex, are a certain way that equates to the trauma that you experienced, that isn't those people. That is you. That is on you. And you need to go look in the mirror and you need to figure out a path to connect within. You need to figure out a path towards healing, towards self-love, self-acceptance, towards diving into the darkness within you and creating a way so that your trauma doesn't define you anymore. Because when you project that bashing of the opposite sex or that using of the opposite sex, that lack of appreciation for just exactly who people are, you are missing out on a beautiful life. Missing out. And I refuse to do that. I refuse to miss out on life. I've already missed out on too much life, and I'm not going to do that anymore. And my hope, my wish for you is that you choose not to miss out on your life either. I'm wondering right now, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I am seriously wondering what's going through your mind. What images popped into your head? Are you happy? Confused? Angry? Rageful? Is your trauma brain jumping to the front? I hope not. As I traveled through my healing process and the things that were the most hurtful, right? Gaslighting is a great example. Gaslighting is so hurtful. It literally makes you feel crazy. I remember thinking, I am losing my mind. I am literally losing my mind. I remember thinking I was crazy. And that was at the hands of the man who pledged to love me. I remember childhood sexual assault. As a child, I know who did that. Those traumas and many, many others, they are mine to heal from. And I will not keep them secret. I will not bundle them up as though they don't even exist and pretend there's this exterior world out there while I'm screaming and dying inside. And if you have ever had that feeling where you have a million things inside your body that you are screaming, wishing you could get out, then you will know exactly what I mean. And there is freedom from that. And when you embrace whatever type of therapy that you might need, you might decide, you might explore, when you get through that healing platform and you emerge on the other side, I can tell you that life is so beautiful. And you can look at people, and I'm not saying your trauma brain goes away immediately or doesn't happen ever again, but you can look at life through eyes that are loving and kind and appreciative of the pure good people that do exist. And the healthier that you become, the healthier of people you attract. Say it again. The more work that you do, the more boundaries that you set, the healthier that you become, the healthier, more boundary setting, emotionally stable people you attract. And then this chaos with my post, it's just a post on Instagram, but it's an interesting social conversation. When you get to that spot where you're no longer bogged down by tabooness, or, yes, that's a real word. It is tonight. You're no longer bogged down by taboo topics. Better? You're also no longer bogged down by not being able to talk to somebody or tell somebody that they're doing a really good job, right? They may not be able to take that on, but healthier people can. And what I learned in this post, it for lack of a better way to put it, it seems to have weeded the healthy from the unhealthy. The people who are doing positive growth work, like they're growth-minded men and women, and people who are, I'm not saying they're not doing growth-minded work, but they're just not as far on their journey. And there's likely going to be some people there who are unwilling to do the work. They believe that this doesn't apply to them. They believe that maybe they've got some shame or guilt in there about being in current situations that would maybe not make them feel like these things are relevant to them. You know, the compliments are relevant to them. I don't know. I'm speculating. And I believe inherently that people want to do good. They want to do good. And the work that I do, the work that John and I are going to do on You Are You Connection Coaching, the work that we are doing on whatsup.org, and the work that he is doing on Team Sharudo, it all is coming together to help people be able to look at a simple post like that and not react with their past trauma or their hurt or the lies and manipulation, the victim mindset that they have. And let's get real about a victim mindset. Well, you were a victim. So yes, you get to be a victim. You just also get to decide how long you want to stay in that spot. And that's up to you. How long are you going to stay in that spot? I don't have an answer for that. I move so fast in therapy that we have to dial in some serious fine tuning. That's what I learned at therapy today. Oh, you move so fast, we miss some of the fine tuning stuff. So we're dialing it in, but it's fine. It will all be fine. Anyhow, I would love to hear your thoughts on this post. It's a simple little post. Thank you to all the people who commented on it. Thank you to the men and the women who took the time to, hit the heart on it, give me some feedback on it, have conversations on it. And at the end of the day, I do see you. I see the men that are taking care of their families. I see the women who love their husbands, genuinely love their husbands, genuinely enjoy their spouse. I see the men who are good fathers. I see the women who are good mothers. And I'm celebrating all of you. I'm celebrating you for the hard work that you do, the difficult conversations that you are willing to have in order to be in those good, healthy relationships as husbands, wives, partners, parents. I celebrate you. At the same time, for all of us pulling our asses out of trauma, I celebrate us. I celebrate our resiliency. I celebrate our passion for more. I celebrate our desire, our knowledge, our thirst, our hunger, our unyielding quest to change, to flip the box over, get some goddamn duct tape out and make it into a rectangle. Make it into a circle. Make it into a slide. Whatever you want to make it. But by God, we are not going to stay back there in our victim brains, in our past. We are going to trudge our asses forward, and we are going to heal, and we are going to begin to manifest healthier, and we are going to look at other people and appreciate them for the people that they are, for who they show up being, not judging them off of who my past is and not judging them off of their past. We're going to judge people based on how amazing that they are. I don't even like judging people. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, we all do. We all do. So let's not hide it. Let's not be living in fear of it. At the end of the day, the people who are going to get the closest to me are the people who are consistent in words and actions, the people who are showing up, who are able to listen to my emotional hurts, my needs, my wants, my desires, and deliver, even in the smallest modicum amount, deliver. Those are the people. Those are the people who will get access. Look around your life. How many people are you giving time to who aren't very kind, whose words and actions don't meet, who use you? Do a little inventory. And then the next time that you have an opportunity to tell somebody, fuck me, you are doing a fabulous job, do it. Just tell them. Knock their socks off. I will guarantee it will make you feel as good, if not better, than they feel. All right, my friends, thank you for joining A Glimpse into the Moment. This is Nita Kruger Lundberg. I have really appreciated you giving me your time and sharing this conversation. Please give me a message. Let me know what you think about this conversation. Go check out that post on A Glimpse into the Moment Instagram. Drop a comment there. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your views. And I'll tell you what, I always love to learn from people, and there's not much in me that doesn't have room for growth and learning. So let me know what you think. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.